What is happening, friends and tractor lovers alike? We are here with the, let's call it new-ish, came out right before Christmas, Hagie and John Deere expanding the tradition of 70 years of innovation set. So in this set, you get both a John Deere R4030 sprayer and a Hagee Sts 12 sprayer. And as you guys know, John Deere purchased Hagie last year, and we'll maybe get into that a little bit in this video. But mainly, we want to talk about these toys and this pretty cool looking box. I don't know if you can see if it shows up too well, but there's some sort of illustration back there of the original John Deere sprayer and original Hagie sprayer on the box. The box in general is pretty cool, and you certainly wouldn't have to take the sprayers out to get a decent look at them because they have that big window. This sprayer is going to cost you about $30 to $35 to get. So, is it worth it? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's talk tractors, y'all. Alright, so we're here with both of these sprayers. And like I said, you get 2 for 1 for around $30, $30 to $35. The sticker says 32. Pretty sure I paid 30 for it because I got it from a buddy of mine at a toy show. So what do you get for that money? You get 2 pretty nice detailed sprayers. So let's call it 15 bucks a piece for the sprayers because, you know, that's what you're getting here. And this, of course, is an anniversary thing. You may or may not want to take these out of the box. I don't know the collectability of sprayers, to be honest with you. In the future, I think we're entering a different era in toy pricing, and that may not make sense right offhand, and I think it's something I'm going to make a video about down the road to talk about. I'm not sure farm toys are going to be a great investment in the future, sort of like they were if you were around, let's say, in the 70s and 80s and were buying up farm toys. So that's a different topic for a different day, though. Let's talk about these sprayers. So I think we're going to go after this Hagie first. So I'm going to move the Deere off to the side. Now this is the Hagie Sts 12, and like I said, Deere has purchased Hagie, and the rumor is that that was done to get Hagie's, what do I want to call it, cover crop and anhydrous application technology, if you will. I don't know if there's any rumor or any truth to that, but that's always what I heard. So you get a huge, huge, huge boom on these. I'm just going to fold it all the way out. And you can see there, I'm using a GoPro Hero 3 to shoot these. And you can see that boom is massive. I think it's 120 if I remember correctly, but do not quote me on that. That may be wrong. In fact, let's pop out the tape measure here. So this thing measures out to about 19 1/4 inches long. So if we do some math, that'll get you, you know, your length there. I'm not going to mental math that. I'm not that great at mental math. Anyway, so like I said, boom does all sorts of nifty folding and stuff. You kind of got some detail here. The boom's not particularly well detailed, but again, this is, you know, let's call this a $15 sprayer, and you've got a lot of parts here for $15. You can see we've got the cylinders. The boom does raise and lower and fold, of course. We've got these big sprayer tires. I don't particularly care for the plastic look on those. If you were going to customize this, you would definitely spray those tires again to give it a more metallic look. It just looks goofy. We've got the nice cab here on the front. We got the Hagie logo. I think that'll probably maybe show up on the video. Yes, it does. The cab is decently detailed. You get a seat and steering wheel and a buddy seat and, you know, console and all that. Not really any controls that are visible, but kind of don't expect that from Ertl too much. We get a couple flashers that are cast into the hood top, and we get a GPS globe up there. You can see it says Hagie 70th Anniversary 2017. And then if we move around to the back side, we've got a ladder that folds down, and so then of course you can climb up to fill your tank up there and service your motor, or you can head right into the cab through the walkway there. And it's hard for the camera to pick that up because of this kind of steely gray color, if you will. And the camera doesn't like that kind of contrast. So we do get handrails. Now they're the typical thick Ertl handrails, and I get it. That's so that they don't break. It's so they can sort of pass child safety regulations and all that good stuff. But there's room for improvement if you're a customizer, for sure, because those handrails are way too thick. We get the sort of top suspension detail right there. And if we come around to this side, we got some nice logoing. These lights, flasher and brake light, they look really good, actually. And I don't know, they may just be a tampo, but they look great. However Ertl did that looks fantastic. We got a, kind of a back screen here. It's got some texture to it that you can feel. You can't see it too well. You can a little bit, but it's not going to show up on the camera, that's for sure. And then a nice Hagie logo back there. And on top of the motor, we get these sort of Hagee stripes, if you will, some racing stripes. Big Hagie logo on the side of your tank there. And then we also get the support post for when you fold up, just like so. So that's the Hagie portion of this. Neat little sprayer. Really like that guy. Like I said, set's 30 bucks or so. If 15 bucks for the individual, I suppose is what we'll call that. All right, so the John Deere R4030 sprayer. So this guy is a little more detailed, actually, and I'm not sure why, but it is. So again, we get a monster boom. Now this boom is a little trickier to fold out, so I'm going to move it off camera just for a bit. And it doesn't want to stay folded too well, but that is because I have this piece of plastic packing thing stuck up in there. There we go. So now, of course, the John Deere is going to have the rear mounted boom. You can see. I'm just gonna move the camera up so you can see that whole thing. Another big giant boom. So you're gonna need a big farm for one of these, that's for sure. Bigger than I got. And we're gonna measure this bad boy, and he comes out to 23.5. I'll do the math later, and I'll put that down in the description of what both of those end up being. So, again, huge boom. Now, what we do get here is we get a little bit of detail on the ends. Here we go. Let's do it this way. So this one triple folds. Am I going the wrong way with that? What's going on here? Oh, no. I guess that's it. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's it. So those are just breakaways. Okay, gotcha. So it doesn't triple fold. Aha, see, it just single folds. These do fold. I suppose that's for breakaway, though. Like if you hit a post or tree or something, not going to help you much. But anyway, you get your foam marker detail on the end. That's interesting. I didn't know anybody used foam markers anymore. And that, I guess that could be a fence row sprayer, too, or whatever. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a foam marker, though. Ladder folds down. Again, we get the really thick handrails, which is just kind of like, it's not great. Well, I'm not in the shot there either. It is what it is, though. And for $15, I guess we won't complain. So this guy on the hood has John Deere, if I can get it in the picture, John Deere Hagie joint venture. So that's pretty cool. Fold her up there, fold our ladder back up, and let's take a look back around the front. So we get all kinds of lights up front there, and a grill. So I like the grill's not just a decal, it's an actual grill. It's got a little bit of texture to it. We do get our fill hose there, which I think is cool. That's a really nice little detail, and I don't know if that's going to show up so well on the camera, but it does run back up under the tractor up to your tank, so pretty cool. Let's do this. So there you can see that. And it's got a little bit of detail on it where you hook up and all that. So neat job there by Ertl. Our tank over here, we've got all sorts of little detail there. And then back here we've got our different tanks for mixing and water and wash and clean out and you name it, it's got it. So Over here, oops, bump the camera. On this side, we've got a tank level, so you can kind of see that without having to climb all the way up onto the tank and look. So that's pretty cool. And then we've also got all of our pumps and our, you know, like dump and all that stuff over here. So really neat little sprayer. It does move up and down. Actually, it goes a little bit lower than the Hagie does. But, you know, kind of is what it is. Anyway, so the cab interior on that is, it's kind of basic. Disc wheel, but you do get the seat, the buddy seat, and the console. I kind of feel like they've been using that interior for a little bit now, but it's not something to complain about. But there's some work you could definitely do to fix that up if you wish. Now, you can buy similar sprayers. I'm not going to say that they're the exact same model number, but they could be. Off the top of my head, I don't know for sure, but you can get these sprayers without buying the set. So if you're the type of guy that wants to leave your toy in the box and you buy the set, cool, go ahead. You can get these sprayers if you want them for your display elsewhere. So anyway, that's that. That's kind of a look at our two sprayers for the John Deere and Hagie set. Like I said, this came out late last year. Really neat set for 30 to 35 bucks. Pretty good buy, I think. You're getting two really nice toys for that. And so if you want to get them out and use them on your display or play with them, you can. If you want to keep them locked up in the box and hope they increase in value someday, you can certainly do that too. For 30 to 35 bucks, you're not getting hurt on it. Now, these really haven't moved in value much since then, so I don't know that they're particularly hot. That doesn't mean they won't, but I kind of just sort of feel like you're going to be able to pick them up for that price range for a while. So if you want one, I don't think you've got to be in a big hurry. Alright guys, that will do it for this video. As always, please give me a like and share below. If you haven't subscribed, we would love it if you did that.